Acid soils. Soil that HPS values less than 7. A horizon. Soil horizon consisting of mineral soils which have the maximum organic that accumulation and maximum biological activity. Air porosity. The proportion of the bulk volume of soil that is filled with air at any given time or under a given condition, also called as soil porosity. Alkaline soil. Soil that HPS values greater than 7. Alluvial fan. Fan-shaped deposit accumulated at the growth of the canyon or at the foot of the mountain. Alluvium. Sediment that which are deposited by running water or stream, also called as alluvial minerals. Ammonification. The process which decomposed amino acids by soil bacteria resulting in the production of anomia and anomium. Anion. A negatively charged ion formed by the addition of electrons to atoms or molecules. Available water. A proportion of soil water that come ready to absorb by the plant roots. Bedrock. The soil rock underlying the soils and the regulate which in depth ranging from 0 to several hundred feet. B. Horizon. A soil horizon usually benefit an E horizon that is characterized by the presence of concentrated silicate clays, iron, aluminum, oxides, and humans. Capillary fringe. A zone just above the water table that remains almost saturated. Capillary water. Soil water held in the soil pores that is readily absorbed by the plant roots. Cation. A positively charged formed by removal by electrons from ions or molecules. Cation exchange. The interchange between the cation in solution and another cation on the surface of any surface active material. Chemical nitrogen fixation. A fixation that takes place at high temperature and pressure in providing ammonia which is used manufacture fertilizer. C. Horizon. A mineral horizon generally beneath the soil that is relatively unaffected by biological activity. Clay. A soil separate consisting of particles less than 0.00 mm in diameter. Cohesion. A force holding in solid or liquid together owing to attraction between the molecules. Colluvium. A deposit consisting of rock fragments and soil materials accumulated at the base of slip shafts as a resulting of gravitational action, also called as colluvial materials. Compost, a mixture organic residues that have been piled and allowed to undergo biological decomposition and use as fertilizers. Decomposition, the process of dissolving minerals and organic materials into new compounds, also called as chemical withering. Denitrification, the, bi- the, the, black, the black chemical reduction of nature or nitrate to gaseous nitrogen. Denitrifying bacteria that is capable of changing solute nitrogen compounds into gaseous nitrogen. Desalination, the removal of salts from saline soil, usually by teaching. Diastrophism refers to the action of forest causing earth crust to be deformed, producing mountains of change of level. Disintegration, the reduction of rock to similar place, mainly by chemical means, also called as mechanical withering. Duff mold, a forest humus that is found in the transition zone of the horizon that may be produced either into more or mold. Edapology, the science that deals with the influence of soil of living things, particularly plants, including human use of land for plant growth. Alluviation, the removal of soil materials from the zone of to the zone of enrichment. Essential element, a chemical element required for the normal growth of plant. Fertile soil, a soil that has substantial amount of readily available elements necessary for plant growth. Fibrous, unorganic soils which has the least decomposed all of organic soil material containing very high amounts of fiber. Fixation, the process in the soil by which certain chemical elements essential for plant growth and converted from exchangeable form to non-exchangeable form. F layer, a layer of forest floor that is immediately below the layers consisting of fragmented or partly decomposed organic materials. Floodplain, the land bordering a stream built up to the overflow of the stream and subject to inundation when the stream in flood stage. Forest and organic soils which are fairly drained histosols consisting primarily of leafletier with some twigs and branches that rest on rocks, stones, and boulders, whose voids are filled with organic matter. loess, a fine-grained deposit consisting largely of silite and spread out by wind over an area. Magma, a hot mountain materials found several hundred materials below the surface of Earth. Mineral refers to all chemical solids having defined regular chemical composition and exactly defined physical of crystalline properties. More, a forest humus in which the edge layer is present and there is no mixing of surface organic matter with mineral soils. Mole, a forest humus in which the F layer may or may not present and each layer is completely absent. A highly decomposed organic matter in which the, the original plant's parts are not recognized. Neutralization, the reaction between the acid and base resulting in the formation of salt and water. Nitrification, the conversion of ammonium to nitrate and nitrate to nitrate, which is usually carried out by autotrophic bacteria. Nitrogen-fixing bacteria, bacteria that has responsible for the formation of nitrogenous compounds from genus nitrogen. O horizon, a soil horizon consisting entirely to organic materials usually above the E horizon. Organic fertilizer, a fertilizer which is the byproduct from decomposed animal or vegetable substances contained with sufficient plant nutrients. Parent materials, the unconsolidated and more or less chemical weathered minerals or organic matters from which the solium and soils is developed by pedogenic processes. Reduction, a chemical process in which electrons are gained and negative valence is positive valence is decreased. Regolith, the unconsolidated mantle of weathered rock and soil materials above the solid rock of the earth. Sediment refer to the particles and settle at the bottom of rivers, lakes, and ocean. Soils, a natural body of the immediate surface of the earth composed of unconsolidated minerals, organic materials, and living form in which plants grow. Soil aggregate, a cluster of soil particles held together as a unit in soil structures also known as soil granules. Soil bulks density, the mass of dry soils per unit bulk volume including the airspace. Soil classification, the systematic arrangement of soil into groups of categories on the basis of their characteristics. Soil colloid, a kind of mixtures, was particles and intermediate incised between the visible particles of suspension and invisible particles of a solution. Soil conservation, an art of combining all management and land use method that safeguard, and soil arrange depletion or the deterioration caused by nature and human beings. Soil consistency refers to the physical condition of the soil at various particles resulting in strange grain structure. Soil dispersion, the breaking of soil aggregates into individual particles resulting in single grain structure. Soil fertility, the status of soil with respect to the amount and visibility of element necessary for plant growth. Soil horizon, a layer of soil parallel to the soil surface, differing in properties and characteristic form adjacent layer below or above it. Soil monolith, a vertical section of the soil profile removed from the soil and mount, mount for display or study. Soil particle density, the mass per unit volume of the soil particles. Soil profile, the vertical section of soil from surface throughout all its horizon. Soil reaction, the degree of acidity or alkalinity of the soil usually expressed in pH value. Topsoil, the topmost fertile layer of the soil usually rich organic matter. Withering refers all physical and chemical changes produced in rocks at or near the Earth's surface by atmospheric agents.